Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Kahakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Citations to Akim out there pushing this truth with sincerity. Back at you another lesson, man. We starting to see the protest and the uproars of the people because of this current president. It's creating tariffs on many different countries right now, and as well as departing from NATO, I believe, from the European countries. You know, there's different type of things are going on that the people are starting to uproar and cry out and all types of madness, you know. Anti-Trump protests hit cities worldwide in pictures. All right, thousands of hands-off protests in the U.S. and across major European cities took to the streets on Saturday in a show of defiance. All right, let them eat Teslas. You got New York City protests near the Torch of Friendship in Monument in Miami, Florida. Protests in the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Demonstrators dressed as handmaids from the Handmaid's Tale at the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. Protests outside the Minnesota State Capitol in St. Paul, Minnesota. Protests in New York. You know, Miami, St. Paul, Minnesota. And in other countries, too, you got protests in Rothbard Beach, Delaware. Huntington Beach, California. St. Paul, Minnesota, Ventura, California, Bowling Green, Kentucky, Michigan Capital in Lansing, Michigan. All right, so these are all photos. These are uproar from Houston, Texas, you know, Stamford, Connecticut, all right, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Miami, Florida. Look, and we got other countries. We got Berlin, Germany, because these are European countries that protest too. France, France, Central London. All right, we got Lisbon, Portugal. Okay, Salt Lake City, Utah. Man, it's everywhere. San Francisco, California. Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., all types of protesting against the decisions made and tariffs being put on many countries, which is going to make it hard for Americans to buy products, right? And that's not it. You got many earthquakes happening. You got people being colder and colder in society, all right? And it's just a sign of a fall of America. It's the end. These are the signs of the end. And hopefully we're out of here soon. Hopefully we're out of here soon, man, because it's like, yeah, just had a good meal, man. It just hit me. But the people are upset, man. People thought that Trump was going to be the guy to fix everything. But he actually making the shit worse, you know. And of course, we serve the Lord, man. We're not voting for the good or evil, and you know what I mean, because it is what it is. I just seen a video of the late Dick Gregory. He was like, if you vote for either of the evils, you're evil. You know what I'm saying? And people are trying to figure out how we're going to do this, how we're going to fix this. There's no fixing shit, man. This is the fall of an empire. Okay? That precept, uproars of the people. Uproars of the people is happening. Because ultimately, man, Trump is just a puppet. 2 Esdras chapter 9, verse 3, therefore which there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. which is happening, man. Let's go to those recent earthquakes. Which is like big magnitudes of them. Look, we got a whole list. We got New Guinea. I can't sound them out, but you guys see these are many earthquakes all over in diverse places. Right? It's a website that shows you these earthquakes that's happening. All right. You can look it up, earthquake USGS.gov. And they're happening all over the world, man. Earthquakes in diverse places. All right. Get that. For nation, Matthew chapter 24, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. And with these tariffs happening, man, it's going to be hard to get goods cheap or whatever, goods over here. You know, it's going to get real tough, you know, and these countries are mocking America too, because they know America is lazy. They're talking about, you know, creating their own manufacturings and stuff like that. They know America is like super damn lazy, man. They're like, yeah, okay. You know, it's like wars all over the place. I mean, you got Ukraine's refusing to give back the billions that they've were given by the Biden campaign through our tax dollars. They're refusing to give that back. Trump upset with Russia because they're not trying to make a deal to stop the war. And I don't know why Trump think he's going to stop any damn thing. You know, that's the pride in Esau. You know, and there's a lot of wickedness being revealed. You know, it's just, man, it's showing the end times. You know, the end is manifest. You know. Right. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And, you know, it's a lot of people that's not even in the truth watching the economic ball, you know, the different economists and stuff like that. They just keep on mentioning. It's like the late Dick Gregory, he was like, well, Rome fell, the Greeks fell, all that stuff. This empire has to fall. Like, what do you expect? All right. And then it's other people saying the same thing that's watching how this thing's going to play out. You know, this empire has to fall. And we're looking at it limping. We're looking at this empire called so-called America falling because it's wounded. It's not even back. It's not gonna repair back. You know, this is that Make America Great Again is a facade, and it's gonna end up doing this job as the prophecy of this place falling and, you know, being a desolate place, you know, because wars are kindling outside of this place tremendously, man. There's not a lot of good, you know, like I said, nations are rising against nations. Not a lot of places or countries. These countries are really falling apart and turning on against each other, you know, and, you know, it's going to get real ugly. You know, people are actually feeling squeezed economically. You know, it's a lot of women that are changing their minds on like, man, this independent shit is for the birds. You know, they're starting to feel that shit, man. With inflation shit, you ain't gonna be able to survive alone. The groceries are gonna be fucking $400 every rip, you know, and can't do it on your own, you know. People are starting to realize certain stuff, and it's Kahalon Yahabashim Al Shah. We told the people this. And it's a sign of this ending, man. A sign of not working. You know, we suffering, man. I'm tired of this fucking place. Just like many other brothers, man, that's prophesying on the highways and byways and watching and praying, man, and dealing with ailments and aches and pains and bullshit with family and just anything going on that's just very vexing, man. People are getting tired of it, man. People are losing patience, you know. It says evil men are waxing. Let me see. Evil men. Because with all the impatience that these faithless people have, they ain't doing nothing but getting more emotional and making emotional decisions with no wisdom, which gonna cause sedition among men, bloodshed, crashing out. You know, 2 Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. That's what's happening because people are looking and seeking for an answer. You know, I know like some months back, the prices of Bibles skyrocketed. And I know that it's skyrocketing now. Even shit, with these tariffs, the market is crashing. You know, the Wall Street market and it's crashing at an all-time low, all-time crash out right now, man. And many people don't really see it and don't notice it because they're distracted. It's like Esau got them all distracted, but you know, it's getting terrible, man. And people are going to start being affected. Prices of groceries, like I said, even prices of like car repairs or anything. It's tax season right now, you know, and people that don't see it, it's going to start crashing out, or not crashing out, but spending unnecessary money, not buying things to sustain what may happen. Shit, it's going to be, you never know. It's going to be power outages, you know, all types of stuff, man. And you women are going to find yourself in a pitiful case too, you know. But yeah, it wasn't gonna be a long lesson. I'm gonna lay it on down. I just want to get a lesson in and prophecy now, man. This is big, you know. This is real big, you know. Hope the elect was edified. First and foremost, we give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kahakodash. The bonus to the elders and the apostle, great millstone. Till next time, shalom.